Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Thank you for stopping by today. Today's video is on Opie. Imagine that. The Wonder Boy. Joining Opie's boy gang was the ultimate fun for these child actors. Is there any kid on earth who didn't dream of owning a pony? Even Opie and Mayberry pined for a pony in the Andy Griffith Show episode A Deal is a Deal, competing with his pals Johnny Paul Jason, Trey Bowden, and Howie Pruitt to sell enough miracle salve to win a pony. I don't see how anybody's going to win the pony, Opie says, expressing the discouragement all the boys feel after going door to door and selling none of their salve. We'll never win, Howie says, echoing Opie's defeat. In Mayberry, Opie has his own boy gang. This is central to the plot of episodes like this one. And for the child star, Ron Howard being a part of these boy gangs in the 60s was a rare moment of rambunctiousness in his mostly ordered adult world. Dennis Rush played Howie Pruitt, and he said he got cast on the Andy Griffith Show and other 60 shows to fill out these boy gangs. They were always looking for certain types, Rush told some Mount Airy News. They always needed a tall kid, a fat kid, a freckle-faced kid. Well, I was the freckle-faced kid. For Opie's gang, it looked like the aim was to gather boys about the same height as Ron Howard. Keith Thibodeau as Johnny Paul Jason plugs in as the brunette buddy, and David Allen Bailey as Trey Bowden plugs in as Opie's blonde friend, with Rush being plugged in as the freckle-faced kid in the middle. Rush considers Ron and Keith Hollywood royalty because they starred in sitcoms like The Andy Griffith Show and I Love Lucy. I work with a lot of kid actors, but when you work with Ron Howard and Keith Thibodeau, these two were the giants of kid acting and two of the nicest guys you could ever imagine. Meanwhile, Bailey was a holdover from another boy gang that Opie joined before the Andy Griffith Show when Howard joined Bailey as part of Dennis's boy gang on Dennis the Menace. Howard said that appearing on Dennis the Menace was the moment when it began to dawn on him that he was really on TV because he was acting on shows he actually liked. He called his time on the Jay North Show fantastic. The only boy gang Howard wished he could have joined the classic TV history was Beavers. Always wanted to be on Leave It to Beaver because I loved that show, he said. Instead, he had to settle for a visit to the Beaver set, which he said was a fun time too. After Howard joined the Andy Griffith Show, we'd see his boy gang featured in episodes like Opie and His Married Men, One Punch Opie, and Opie's Newspaper. Rush said he was always happy for a chance to go back to the set, if not because he got to act, but because he got to shoot hoops with the other boys. Or a basketball hoop for the kids to play, Rush said. We'd shoot a scene, and we'd play for a little bit, and then we'd get back after our break. Sometimes Andy and the guys would break into, well, he would call it a hootenanny at the time, but they'd sing and play guitars, and someone would say it's time to get back to work, and everyone would get back to work. Little Ricky, actor Keith Thibodeau, agreed it was a good time. He said, unlike I Love Lucy, being on the Andy Griffith Show was carefree. The Andy Griffith Show was a wonderful experience, Thibodeau said. The set was more laid back. The actors were basically like they were on the show. Andy would play checkers with the makeup man. He'd often strum his guitar with the cast in the back. It was just a good down-home set. I'm sure you've heard it 100 times. Being on the Andy Griffith Show was work. There was hard work to be done, but son of a gun, everyone just enjoyed their time there, enjoying working with one another, Rush said, adding Ron was such a great treat to work with. Imagine being a kid on the set of the Andy Griffith Show. Be so cool. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic rule comedies, facts, and trivia. Actually, this is classic rule comedies, facts, and trivia. I'm sorry. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. You guys have a great day. I'm sorry it's early in the morning, and I've got a lot of work to do, so I've got to do this real early. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.